Today was the biggest practice of camp so far, a full day in pads and the longest practice yet. Let's get right into it. First things first, the guys not practicing today were Nate Davis, Jack Sanborn, DeMarcus Walker, and Justin Jones. Also on the sideline riding bikes were Dante Pettis and Roschon Johnson. Both of those guys seem to be close to coming back. I'm assuming that Justin Jones and DeMarcus Walker were given veteran days off today. Coach Eberflus saw both of them in pads yesterday and has plenty of tape on them in the NFL. I believe the coaches want to see more from Gervon Dexter, Zach Pickens, and the other youngsters in pads. I wouldn't worry about Walker or Justin Jones yet. Nate Davis's absence is a bit more concerning. Hopefully he'll be back soon because later in practice, Tevin Jenkins also left the field with trainers. He walked off the field on his own, but he did not return. Hopefully we get an update on Tevin soon. Overall, the defense was loud and had a ton of swag today, clearly getting the better of the offense. But let's talk about the offense first, and then I'll highlight the defensive stars of the day. Oh boy, I can already hear the critics on this one. Justin Fields threw 3 interceptions today. One went through Robert Tunyon's hands, another sailed a bit high that Brisker picked off, and the third was an awesome play by Kyler Gordon. Nothing to overreact about. Chase Claypool was on fire today. He has consistently been getting better and better throughout camp, and he might have had his best day today, catching multiple touchdowns and making plays all day long. Cole Kmet made 3 straight catches at one point and was involved heavily today as well. Fields used him as a check down because the pass rush was the best I've seen all camp. Robert Tonyan also had a couple of nice catches, including a deep one down the seam. Both tight ends look to be heavily involved in the offense. Justin mentioned Chase Claypool specifically in his press conference. He said Chase is bringing the energy. He is the guy chirping back at the defense and playing with a ton of emotion. He said the offense needs it. Fields added that the offense started out a little bit flat today and didn't match the defense's energy. Claypool fired up the offense later in practice, and we need to see even more of that. Chase even got physical in the blocking game at one point, setting a crackback block on TJ Edwards and then chirping at the defense afterwards. Someone reported that they heard him say, "Go to sleep," to TJ Edwards. I'm all in on Chase Claypool right now. Keep it coming. ESB had a couple of nice catches today as well. Meanwhile, Tyler Scott has had a huge camp and is establishing himself as one of the best deep threats on the team. He broke Jalen Johnson's ankles on a deep route today. Honestly, the receiver I've noticed the least was Darnell Mooney. He's been overshadowed by DJ Moore, Chase Claypool, and even Tyler Scott at times. I'm high on Mooney and I expect a little bit more from him. He is slowly getting more and more involved in the offense, but I haven't seen enough yet. He also had a press conference today and said it himself. The defense was juiced up today and won. The offense needs to bounce back with a big day tomorrow. The final receiver update, Dante Pettis was back on the stationary bike. Usually that means he's close to returning to the field. On the offensive line, Darnell Wright had a huge day today. He was beaten once or twice, but only by Terrell Lewis, but he dominated Trevis Gibson a few times, including a pancake in team drills. Darnell also locked down Rasheem Green on multiple reps. Without Nate Davis, Lucas Patrick has gotten a lot of reps with the first team at right guard. Jatari Carter also saw some reps at right guard as well. However, at left guard, after Tev left, Alex Leatherwood took all the reps with the first team. It's been hard to get a read on how the team feels about Leatherwood. He's played both tackle and guard positions, but like Tev, he seems to have found a home at left guard. It's kind of an interesting development. Him and Tev were both big-time tackle prospects with a ton of athleticism. Now they're both playing left guard. Leatherwood might be a good fit for left guard. He played much better on the left side in college, even though it was at tackle. Moving on to the defense. They had a big day. Terrell Lewis had the play of the day from the defensive line. He exploded off the line of scrimmage and beat Darnell Wright around the edge and was immediately all over Justin Fields. They actually blew the play dead. Lewis has had an awesome camp and people are still writing him off. Without DeMarcus Walker on the field today, Lewis looked like the best defensive end on the team. Both undrafted free agents, Jalen Harris and DeAnthony Jones, also won a couple of reps today. Gervon Dexter might be the most impressive rookie to me so far in camp. A lot of our rookies have stood out, but Dexter's size and power inside the trenches is just insanely impressive. He blew up a couple of more plays today. Meanwhile, Zach Pickens also showed some impressive burst and also had a really good day. Dominique Robinson has looked much better since the pads came on. He had some good battles with Braxton Jones today. I saw him testing him with the bull rush. You love to see it. I finally saw Trevis Gibson win a couple of reps too, but we still need to see more out of him. At linebacker, Noah Sewell made an impact today. He made a couple of big plays. He laid Travis Homer out at one point. It's good to see the rookie linebackers starting to get comfortable, especially since Jack Sanborn missed practice again. Sanborn seemed to tweak his ankle yesterday and was not on a stationary bike today. Hopefully he's back soon, but I think Sanborn would have practiced if he was healthy. on the field if he was healthy. It's not the same situation as with DeMarcus Walker and Justin Jones. Hopefully Sanborn gets back on the field soon. Also at linebacker, TJ Edwards and Tremaine Edmonds, their coverage skills really affected the passing lanes today. They were flying all over the field, and it's easy to see that the back seven is the strength of this defense. Rookie Tyreek Stevenson did learn a little bit today, though. DJ Moore put him on skates a couple of times. DJ Moore is actually making Tyreek Stevenson better and getting him ready for the NFL. Tyreek spent some time with DB coach John Hoke after going against DJ a few times. Tyreek would bounce back later in practice. He intercepted a Justin Fields pass that went through Robert Tunyon's hands. Jalen Johnson had probably his best practice today. He had some nice coverage against DJ Moore in team drills and broke up a couple of passes. Someone asked yesterday for an update on corner Jalen Jones, not to be confused with JJ. Jalen Jones was an undrafted rookie who played well last year. He's had a quiet camp so far, but he hasn't got burnt much, so that's good news. He had his first splash play of camp today, intercepting PJ Walker in 7-on-7 drills. He also made an awesome play breaking up a pass that was intended for Velus Jones. There was a scuffle after the play, and a couple of guys say they saw Velus throw a couple of punches. I don't like to hear that, but tempers are high in camp. Man, oh man, Kyler Gordon balled out today. Ryan Poles' first two draft picks from last year have both had incredible camps. Gordon intercepted a pass from Justin Fields that was intended for Velus Jones. He also broke up a short pass and an intermediate pass and has made some plays in the backfield. He's been a consistent playmaker throughout camp. Gordon and Brisker have celebrated together often. Jaquan would come down with an interception of Justin Fields later in practice, and then he picked off PJ Walker on the very next play. Brisker's having an amazing camp, and that continued today. Overall, you have to love seeing Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon bond on the field. They always celebrate with each other, and they're both having terrific camps. You absolutely love to see it. And then on top of that, the guy who may have received the most hate this offseason from fans, Chase Claypool, has been tearing it up the last 3 practices. Yes, the defense won today. The offense has won the last few days. Yesterday, with the pads on for the first time, the offense had a great day, and we're celebrating TDs all day long. Today was different, as the offense came out flat and the defense was on fire. Brisker, Kyler Gordon, Tremaine Edmonds, and others were all very vocal and had great days. Kyler and Brisker looked like the 2 best players on the field at times. The offense has still got the best of the defense for the majority of camp, so honestly it's good to see the defense come back and challenge the offense. No reason to overreact there. Fields spoke about it in the presser afterwards, and he said these guys need to come out with some fire tomorrow. They did bounce back towards the end of practice, and Fields strung together some nice completions. I'm not worried about this offense at all right now. My biggest worry would be the defensive line, but I am cautiously optimistic there. The biggest worry on offense right now is the health of the offensive line. Hopefully we get some updates about Tev Jenkins and Nate Davis on Friday. The team has a day off tomorrow. I will be working on my Tyler Scott All-22. I'll try to have that out this weekend, and I should also finish up my training camp position battles video, going over the biggest position battles in camp and updating those. Stay tuned. I appreciate everyone who watches or listens. Please hit that like button for me. And until next time, bear down.
Yeah, we icy. We going for that ring. We about to go golf. Let's go to the swing. So, yeah.
Swifty in the house!